All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of The Blind Spot, where we talk with blind athletes reaching excellence. I am your host, Kyle Coon, Program and Safe Sport Coordinator for the U.S. Association of Blind Athletes. Woo, guys, we just keep double dipping with our goalball athletes and that are going to Tokyo. And man, we are just rocking and rolling through these interviews. I just get more and more excited every time we tune in to to talk to another athlete. But yeah, no. So guys, we're getting closer and closer. Just over a month away from the opening ceremonies for the Tokyo Paralympics, which means we are just over a month away from the first goal balls being rolled out onto the court. And without further ado, I am so excited to welcome this week's guest, the only rookie on the women's side. This will be her first Paralympic Games. I want to welcome Mindy Cook to the program. Mindy, welcome. How's it going?
Hi, Kyle. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Mindy, let's just dive straight on in. Let's get to know you a little bit. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your eye condition and how and when you got started on this journey to playing goalball?
Yeah, so thank you. I have a condition called aniridia, and that is a genetic disorder that I was born with, and it is where the iris does not develop in the eye or the colored part of the eye. And that has caused my fine vision not to develop. And so it's hard for me to see up close. And then also with aniridia, I have a lot of trouble with depth perception. And then I'm also unable to see at nighttime very well. And since my pupil is unable to adjust, like whenever I go into a light room to a dark room, it takes me a couple extra minutes to adjust to the light. And then I also have nystagmus, and that is where my eye goes back and forth so quickly. And my eye is just trying to process so hard of what it's trying to see and relay that to my brain. And so that causes also my vision to be a little cloudy and a little blurry at sometimes.
Wow, that's I mean, we've heard a lot about different eye conditions. That's a new one for me. I have actually not heard of either of those. So, like on a day-to-day basis, what can I mean, so you said you have difficulty with with transferring from light to dark and all of that, but how is that, you know, I mean, how has that affected you over the course of your life? I mean, is this, been something that you've been dealing with since birth, or did you guys notice
Yeah.
it later on?
No, I was born with it, so it's been ever since birth. And so I've had I had a great childhood. I had everything I was able to do, but just with some challenges. So, like growing up, my parents and family were fantastic in helping me adapt and always keeping me included. But there were always just some challenges. Like in soccer, I played through rec, but I was unable to see on the ball on the other side of the field. So that was a challenge. Or I did cross country in high school, but I was unable to follow the line on my own sometimes. So I would follow the person in front of me. So
Okay.
it was definitely a challenge. But like I said, my family and friends have been so great in helping me stay included. Just like my cousins, I tell them all the time they're the best. We used to be competitive, and we would have like whether it be a kickball game outside, and I was always included, even if I had a trouble catching the ball or being able to kick the ball with my depth perception.
Oh, that's awesome. So, I mean, it sounds like you were pretty active growing up, soccer, cross country, various sports. How how and when did you get interested and start learning about and playing goalball?
Yeah, so like I said, I was pretty competitive growing up with my family, and I did play sports, but it always was a challenge. And I had that yearning to be a part of a team sport, but I just thought that it wasn't for me. I was unable to see, and I was just not going to be a part of the plan. And so when I graduated college, and I started working for an Ability One company for the government. And I met one of my really good friends, Jim Divas, and he started talking about this game called Goalball. It seemed like from the day he started, and I was like, what is Goalball? I don't know. And he, for 2 years, tried to get me to go to a practice, and I just wasn't sure. I never heard of Goalball. I had never been a part of adaptive sports, so I was a little hesitant. But after his persistence of 2 years, I said, okay, I'll go to a practice. And then when I went to a practice, this was around 2016, and the game looked intriguing from first sight, but it also looked really intimidating. I saw these athletes out there throwing this 3-pound ball at each other, and they were just diving on this hardwood floor. And I'm thinking, this is kind of crazy too. So, but it looked intriguing, and so I wasn't sure if I really liked it, but I kept going to the practices. And then Jim asked me to go to a tournament as a pool player in Michigan in February of 2017. And I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. I'm not sure, but knowing Jim, he's super persistent. He wasn't going to stop asking.
Oh,
I
man.
went to the tournament in Michigan, and I played with two really sweet girls, Kiki and Callie, on the Michigan team. And then also as a pool player, there was Eliana Mason, and she was on our team. And our coach ended up being Coach Jake from the national team. And really, when I went to that tournament, that is where I fell in love with the sport of goalball. And I saw these athletes coming together with a visual impairment and being so excited and enthusiastic and playing this sport that they loved. And I could relate to them. I hadn't been around too many visually impaired people in the past. And so it was so comforting, and I was able to be myself there and just see these athletes really excel. And so that's why I thought, this is definitely something that I want to do. This is something that I want to get involved in. Because like I said, in school, I wanted to play a team sport, but soccer was challenging. And so I just found goalball as a way that I could compete, and I could compete as an athlete first. And I didn't have to adapt to a sport with a person with a visual impairment.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. So so you basically learned about goalball only about 5 years ago, and now you get picked. Now you're going to Tokyo. I mean, what kind of change? I mean, where I guess oh man, like the last 5 years have had to have been just kind of a whirlwind. I mean, you learn about the sport, you start playing, and you quickly ascend to the national team level. Just take us through the progression of what this Paralympic cycle has been like for you, getting to this level.
Yeah, so like I said, from that first tournament, I kind of started ever since then, and I was addicted and wanted to play the sport. And honestly, it's been such an amazing journey, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. This has definitely been a dream come true, and I still pinch myself. I can't believe that it's happening. I started as in my late 20s, and I started playing for a club team. And in the beginning, all I wanted to do was to get better. And I found as a way that I could compete on a team. And I went in with a mindset of, I just want to get better at this sport because I really enjoy it. And then I applied to go to the resident program in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and train at the Goalball Center of Excellence. And I was accepted into that program. So in 2018, that is when I started at the residence program training. And then from there, Coach Jake Chakowski asked me to be a part of the national team. And after that, I was invited to international tournament. And so it just kind of progressed from there. And now I've been able to train with the girls on the national team, and to be able to share a court with them has been absolutely amazing. They've taught me so much. And just to be with them has definitely been a privilege. And that in itself has been a dream come true.
That's awesome. So are you currently based out of, are you still currently based out of Fort Wayne? Is that where you make your home base, where you live and train?
No, so actually I live in Columbus, Ohio, and I live and work here, but then I train in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So life's a little bit crazy. I'm a little back and forth.
Yeah. Wow. So what does that, I mean, so you live and you work in Columbus, Ohio. You travel back and forth to Fort Wayne. So walk us through, what does a daily and weekly training schedule look like for you, and how do you juggle that? How do you juggle that with a full-time job? Because we'll get into that actually as well, because you're kind of a busy woman.
Yes. Very much so. It's definitely an obstacle that I do balance. And so when I'm in Fort Wayne, we are on the court 5 days a week. And we are practicing 5 days a week. We're on the court 3 times a week. And then 2 times a week, we are doing strength and conditioning practices. And so for me, I'm working in the morning, and then I will go to practice, and then I will come back and finish out my 8-hour working day. And then we also, for training throughout the weeks, we also do have meetings with our nutritionist team, which they're absolutely amazing. And then we also have a sports psychologist, Taylor, who has also been absolutely amazing. And then the weeks that I'm not in Fort Wayne, where I'm in Columbus, I am doing my own goalball workouts here. I have a home workout center set up in my basement where I'm able to mimic a lot of the goalball moves and kind of work on my form and throwing and diving and those things that I can do while I'm here and not able to be on the court.
Wow. That's you are I don't know how you do it, but so let's switch gears a little bit. And like we've mentioned a couple of times that you work in the morning and stuff like that. Talk to us a little bit about your job, because you've got a pretty important job. So tell us what you do and how they've been letting you juggle the professional goalball as well, this Paralympic journey.
So I want to start off by saying that they have been absolutely amazing, and they have been so flexible, and I am so grateful to my work team for allowing me to follow my dreams and allowing me to train with a national team. I can't say enough how much that they have been accommodating to me. There's been plenty of times where I've had to say, I have training, and they're able to kind of maneuver a meeting around me or whatnot, and vice versa too. Coach Jake and my teammates have been super understanding and willing to work with me too. I can't thank them enough for helping me balance everything as well. There's so many times there'll be a practice where Coach Jake will let me have my phone right there by the bench, just in case my supervisor calls and I need to take it, or somebody else that's important, or he'll let me, if I need to dip out early from practice. He's just so understanding, and that means a lot to me as well. So for my job, I am a contracting officer, and I work for the Defense Logistics Agency, and it is an agency that's underneath the Department of Defense. And so what my job is to negotiate contracts for our military, and then I will buy them whatever they need to accomplish their military missions. It's a really cool job. I really enjoy it. I've been doing it for about 9 years now.
Wow. So shoot, man, you've been doing this a while. So basically anytime we need a contract negotiated for USABA, we just got to dial you up, right? Is that how this works?
I can try my best. Yeah. It's a really great job, and DLA is such a great place to work for, and they're super flexible, accommodating, and especially with a reasonable accommodation as a person with a disability, it's such a great place to work for, and they will help you out with anything that you need. They're willing and able, and they will get it for you.
Wow. So, oh man, we could talk about your job all day long, because I'm fascinated by how people juggle work and being an elite athlete and all this stuff. But let's go ahead and just switch gears just a little bit. So like, you've had this extremely successful career with DLA and the DoD. It sounds like you're going to go way beyond where you are now. You're already super successful in goalball and being named to the Paralympic team for 2020/2021, whatever we're calling this games. And you've risen to the top so quickly. But like, so talk to us a little bit about what, like, you've had so much success already. How do you define what is success to you?
Yeah, so that's a great question. I think that the way that I define success is celebrating where I'm at right now. And like I said, I never thought I would be here, and starting playing goalball in my late 20s and just starting it on a club team. And my first tournament, actually, that I was talking about, my first time into the game, I had an eye shade penalty. And I thought, what am I doing here? Maybe this isn't the sport for me. And so starting from that point, and then just looking at the progress that I have made throughout these last couple of years, and being able to reflect upon that, and to be able to celebrate those accomplishments. And there's definitely been some setbacks along the way, and being able to learn from those setbacks and being able to go a step ahead that's success for me. And just being on this team and named to the team is success. And being alongside my teammates is a success, because they are the best of the best, and they're veterans. They've been here before. They've competed on the world's biggest stage. And they know what to expect. And for me to even be on the same team as them and be associated with them, that's success for me.
That's a great way to look at just success in life in general, I think. But let's, you've mentioned some setbacks and stuff like that. Do you have give us an example, like is there a match or a practice or something where a memory that kind of stands out to you when you maybe didn't have a great showing, or just a memory or something where you had to, it was a gut check moment where you had to learn and bounce back from, for lack of a better term, failure. Talk us through your process of bouncing back a little bit?
Yeah, sure. And like you said, like failure is such a harsh word. And I try to think of it more as setbacks. And the thing about Goalball is there's so many ups and downs in this game, but that's what makes it great. And that's what makes it challenging. I've definitely had a lot of highs and a lot of lows in this game. And my career, like I said, I started out with an eye shade penalty.
Oh,
And one of my first international tournaments, I know I got scored on quite a bit. And I'm thinking, maybe I'm not ready for this. Maybe this isn't. And you start questioning yourself. But I think it's about really being able to analyze those setbacks and being able to focus on them and understand them and asking questions and seeking out help. As an example, we just had a training camp earlier this year, and I did not have a great showing. I was not able to be explosive to the ball as fast as I wanted to. I was not able to read the ball as well as I wanted to. And I remember Coach Jake, he knew that I was frustrated, and he was able to take me aside and kind of give me feedback. Okay, this is kind of what you're doing. This is what you need to work on. And he said it's fixable. And to me, that was really great to have that feedback, because we were able to analyze and look at it. And the next week at practice, we set a whole practice dedicated to working on ready positions. And I got the advice from two veterans, my great teammates, Lisa Chakowski and Amanda Dennis, and they were able to work with me one-on-one and what they were able to do. And so from that experience, I did improve, and I was able to correct that error. And I began to be more explosive, and I began to follow the ball better. And I think that's what's really cool about having the residence program and being able to train at Turnstone. And
yep.
It's having Coach Jake there and giving us like immediate feedback, and having my teammates there to play with and to get their expertise and to learn from them, because they've been playing for a long time and they're always changing and tweaking too, has been just immense. Like, it's invaluable, the time that we get there. And so I think that's really helped me learn from those setbacks, and eventually those setbacks are going into my success story.
Love it. I mean, you've talked a lot about just the major people that have been around you, that have helped you along the way. Who would you say has been one of the biggest influences in your, what it can be either in your life or in your sporting life, that has kind of helped guide and point you along the way?
Yeah, so I can definitely say some of my biggest influences are my family, and especially my parents. My parents are absolutely amazing. They have taught me so much about dedication. They've taught me about perseverance, and they've taught me how to be positive more than anything. And that, there's always a way to make something possible out of the impossible. And they have always just been there to help me along the way, and to always follow my heart, and to always follow my dreams. I can do anything that I want to do. And as far as sports goes, I think my teammates, I can't tell you enough how amazing my teammates have been. I have learned so much from my teammates, and I would not be here with you. I wouldn't be speaking with you today if it wasn't for my teammates. They've just taken me under their wing, and they believed in me that I had potential in this sport before I believed in myself. And each one of them has guided me along this way and given me advice and just been there to show me that they've either been in my shoes before, or if I'm having a challenging time on the court, they're there, or off the court, they're always there to listen to. And they've just influenced me to keep going, and not to give up.
Oh gosh, so awesome. Oh man, I mean, I could go on asking you questions all day, but I know that one of the favorite segments of the Blind Spot is, and one of the coolest parts is that we get to throw it to the fans for at least 2 or 3 questions. So I'm going to turn it over to our producer extraordinaire, Mr. Bill Kellick. And Bill, I know I could go on asking Mindy, a zillion questions, but I know we've got some fan questions out there. Why don't you read us off a couple?
Yeah, we got quite a few. I'm going to pick out 3 for you, Mindy. First one is from James. He just wants to know, what kind of obstacles do you face in your everyday life, whether it be work or just in general?
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest obstacles is what we talked about, and that is that goalball work obstacle and being able to kind of balance the both of those. But like I said, I wouldn't be able to do the balancing if it wasn't for my teammates, my coaches, my supervisor, and my work team. They've really helped me being able to prioritize and being able to mentor me to help what I should be doing, and kind of help me schedule things so that I'm keeping things straight and not in conflict. So that has definitely been the biggest obstacle, to be able to do a full-time job, but then also being able to train fully and commit fully to the national team.
Next one is from Ernst. He wants to know, which goalball athlete do you appreciate the most?
I would say I appreciate all of the girls on the national team. I could go on and on about them. From Amanda, as a left-handed thrower like me, I've learned a lot from her. Lisa, I've learned a lot about working, and being able to work and balance the goalball and work life too. I appreciate Asia. She's really taught me how to throw harder, and get more power. Ileana has taught me a lot about defense and just the game in general, how to be a good teammate. And Maribai's taught me a lot about strategy. She's so analytical, and I appreciate everything that she brings to me and her advice. And she's had a lot of the same experiences that I have. So I appreciate her mentorship so much.
Great. Last question comes from Dan. It's actually a question posed inside of a scenario. So he says, at the conclusion of the Tokyo Games, you and the rest of your team are asked to appear on the front of a Wheaties box. You're each asked to bring one prop in addition to your gold medals, and you're asked to do something silly for the photo. So the question is, what do you bring and what's happening in the photo?
Oh gosh. Well, this is a Wheaties box, so I'm not sure if I should say food, but I would probably bring some kind of pumpkin spice. Maybe it's a pumpkin spice bowl of Wheaties.
I know what your favorite season is. Starbucks season. Oh man, I can't ask a better question than that. Come on, man. How that's awesome. I love it. All right, Mindy. Well, let's dive into some fun little lightning round questions. Just some quick hitters that you can answer right off the rip. So let's start out with just, what's your goalball number?
I am number 6.
Number 6. All right. Do you have a favorite? Okay. Well, I mean, I probably already know the answer to this, but do you have a favorite, post-match or post-training treat that dietitian is like, no, you can't have that, and you're like, we just won the gold medal in Tokyo. I am having this. What is that treat?
I am having pumpkin pie ice cream.
Pumpkin pie ice cream. That's unique. All right.
Yes, anything pumpkin spice or anything ice cream. I love ice cream and I love pumpkin spice. Where there's pumpkin spice cereal, anything pumpkin spice coffee, anything. I love it.
All right. Love it. Love it. Do you have a favorite music genre or band that you listen to?
Yeah, so I have a wide variety, I think, of music that I've been listening to. I really enjoy country and I really enjoy Christian music. I really enjoy the band Skillet. I really like Breaking Benjamin. There's a little bit of rock in there too. So I like anything. And I love Taylor Swift. My teammates have definitely 100% gotten me to be a Swiftie fan.
Oh man, I gotta say we've had a lot of I think like 3 or 4 in a row. Goalball athletes are just, they love Skillet, Breaking Benjamin, and all that type of genre. So man, you guys should just get together and just like have a big old rock out party or something.
Yeah, that'd be great. I would love that.
Love it. Dogs or cats?
Both. I
Ah.
did not grow up with dogs or cats, but they are definitely growing on me, and I like them equally right now.
Okay. Got it. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee. How do you take it?
Black. And with maybe a little pumpkin spice creamer.
I was gonna say, hey, I probably could have answered that question. All right, not pumpkin spice, but chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Okay.
Dark chocolate.
Are you dark chocolate? Okay. Yes. Love it. Are you a stay up late or get up early kind of gal?
I am definitely a get up early kind of gal. I have a pretty early bedtime that I stick to.
For sure. I hear you there. If my head isn't already on the pillow and I'm snoring by like 8:30, it's a late night for me.
Yes.
Sparkling or plain water?
Both. I do enjoy sparkling water, but I try to stay hydrated. Our athletic trainer, Jen, and our nutritionist, Kate and Liz, they're always reminding us to stay hydrated. So yep. I always have a glass of water somewhere nearby.
Awesome. Good stuff. What's your favorite like non-goalball thing to do?
I really enjoy running. Running it's a way for me to be independent and think and just to get out and explore. I've done a few marathons and I've really enjoyed those. I did a marathon actually with USABA that I absolutely loved. So I think running is a way for me to be adventurous. And then I'm also a part of a running club here in Columbus. So that has allowed me to meet a lot of really, really good people.
Awesome. Did you do CIM with us or?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay. What year?
2018. I was there. You were there too.
I was actually supposed to run, but I was injured. So I was Mr. Cameraman on the sidelines instead. So I just missed you, I think. But
yeah, you did a really great
awesome
job.
Oh, thank you. You just keep stroking my ego. I appreciate that.
It's all true.
Oh, I appreciate it. All right, Mindy. I just want to give you just an opportunity. You've mentioned just so many people and organizations and stuff, but let's just revisit. I want you just to take a couple minutes, just give any special or particular shout outs to people or organizations that have really helped you along the way to achieving your this goal of representing Team USA at the Paralympics.
Yeah, so like you said, there's so many people. I could go on and on and on and on. definitely to get me here. I would not be here without the people in my life, 100%. It takes everybody in my life to make this dream happen. And so I am so grateful and so thankful for all the people that I have met along the way that are a part of this journey. I just absolutely grateful. It starts with my family, first of all. My parents, like I said, I have a brother and sister. They've been absolutely amazing. They've supported me along this journey. My parents have done everything that they can to help make this happen. And then when I first started Goalball, I started practicing at the Ohio State School for the Blind. And to have that facility was invaluable. And then also to my good friend, Jim Debus, if I wouldn't have met him, I would not be playing Goalball. And then starting out with all of the club tournaments with USABA, I'm so thankful for all the support that USABA has given me back then and now as a national team player and a member of the Paralympic team. And then just a shout out to Turnstone and all of their staff there, Coach EJ and Emily and their staff, and helping us really get prepared. And then with our team too, Coach Jake and my teammates, just give them a special shout out because they've been absolutely amazing. They've supported me. I would not be here if it was not for them. So I'm super thankful for them and the rest of our staff. Jen, our athletic trainer, and Taylor, our sports psychologist, she's really helped me, and then our nutritionist, Kate and Liz.
Awesome. It really does take just as part of a team sport, it takes a team beyond the team just to get us where we want to go. And you do such an eloquent job of just giving thanks and support to all those people. But I mean, I could tell you, Mindy, that I'm a huge Mindy Cook fan, and I know that the rest of the blind spot watchers and viewers are as well. So, but there's probably a few people that don't know where to find you or how to follow you. So how can we follow your journey as we build up to the games over the course of the next month and beyond, because you're going to be doing some pretty amazing stuff post Tokyo as well. So and we all want to keep up with that. So how can we follow you on social media, and how can we keep up with all of your adventures?
Yeah, so I'm on Facebook as Mindy Marie, but then also the best way to follow me though really is through the USABA social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and then the USA Women's social media as well through Facebook, Instagram, and we also do have Twitter. So those are the best ways I think to follow me and the journey of the rest of the team through now and through Tokyo.
Awesome. All right, guys. I just got one more question for you, Mindy, and that is, how do you want to be remembered?
Oh, this is such a good question. It really, really is. And I think how I want to be remembered is I want to be remembered as being a good teammate. At the end of the day, I want to be remembered as a person that helped my team get better, and that my teammates remember me as somebody who would help them out if they needed anything. And I was there to help them be better, whether it be a phone call, somebody to listen to, or somebody to do a workout with them, or cheering them through a game or through a workout. I just want to be remembered as a good teammate and somebody that brought positivity to the team. And then if I get a chance, I would really like to be remembered as somebody that was able to inspire another future young athlete, whether it be in the sport of goalball or some other adaptive sport. I would really like to be remembered as inspiring them to be able to know that they can make the possible out of impossible, and that having a disability is not a limitation, and it's just an opportunity to adapt and have the ability to accomplish a task differently. So I want to just bring awareness of disability, and I want to bring awareness of the sport of goalball. That's how I want to be remembered.
Awesome. I love it. You guys, we have come to the end of yet another blind spot. I mean, if you're not a fan of Mindy Cook by this time, you're just, I don't know what's wrong with you, because I mean, I know that I'm going to be going on and, you know, shooting Mindy a Facebook friend request. I don't know how I'm not friends with this girl already. But my goodness, Mindy, this has been just so awesome. And I can tell you that, you know, just in our, you know, 35 minute conversation, you're well on your way to, you know, being remembered how you want to be. And I just, you know, and I just wish you the absolute, well, I should say this. I would wish you luck in Tokyo, but I know that you're not going to need it, because that women's goalball team is ready to rock and roll. And with you know, you guys have so many strong women. I know that I'm looking forward to witnessing you guys bring home some hardware. So thank you once again for joining us on the blind spot today.
Thank you so much, Kyle. I really appreciate being here. I'm definitely a big fan of you as well. You and your staff have done a great job with helping us out and supporting us on our journey and our road to Tokyo, and to bringing back some of that hardware. And like you said, we're going to be ready, and our coaches and staff have a great plan for us to go in there and do our best. So thank you again.
Awesome. All right, you guys. Just a couple of small little housekeeping items. As you guys all know, this is our 45th year in existence. USABA has been around for 45 years. So as Mindy pointed out, you know, make sure to like USABA on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Follow us on YouTube, all that, because we're putting out tons of great content throughout the year, including our 45 for 45 series once a week on Fridays, doing stuff like, you know, the blind spot a couple times a week, at least up until the Paralympic Games. Where, you know, we're running our 100 Days to Tokyo campaign, which we're now about, we're down closer to 30 days now than 100, but man, time flies. But yeah, guys, as always, make sure to, you know, smash that like button, give us a follow on all the social media channels, stay tuned, and guys, you know, we'll be back with you on let's see, today's Tuesday. We'll be back with you on Thursday, because we're double dipping again with Goalball here this week. So we'll be back with you on Thursday, same time, 1 p.m. Eastern, for our next guest on the blind spot. Our guest today has been Mindy Cook. She is definitely a blind athlete that has reached excellence and is going to continue to reach excellence. Mindy, thanks again for being on the blind spot. And thank everybody for tuning in. Thanks for the great questions. Thanks to producer extraordinaire Bill Kellick for making sure that we operate smoothly and seamlessly. And yeah, thank you all once again. We'll see you back here on Thursday, just 48 hours away, guys. So until then, keep reaching for your own excellence, guys. Take care.